Citizens University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cavaliers will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will start this game off. Unloads quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Turning it on. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So Virginia's offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Moran. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Here's the pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's just not easy to... Guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a little space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The RPO, it's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Seminoles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Cummings. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. With the catch, it's low. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Going to take a shot, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Got him, and nobody's close. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. They'll run play action. Under fire. Got room to work. Breaks into the open.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with... Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding you.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles are facing third and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Cano. And they'll pick up the first. mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The Knowles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll go right back to it. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the RPO, complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Off play action. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
That's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's coming. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cavalier. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, and trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center in Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Cummings. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They punted away on 4th down. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. It's complete on the right side. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Caught in the backfield, it's Cano. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. It's complete. Delivers to stiff arm. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. On the run, it's Cummings. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, better look out. We've got the 1st down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the... Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning it on! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Cano. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
First down. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense picks it up.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! They move on top here in the 4th. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Newton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive when these third downs present themselves.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Off-play action on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's low. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Touchdown, Virginia! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. From the gun, the running back has it. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cavaliers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.